Hello and welcome to the semifinals for the Blitz tournament. I'll be your host, Swkoll, and today we're looking at Essen Gorton versus Vortex on Open Zeta. This is a cancer map, and Vortex will kill Mozart. You heard it here first. But this is Essen Gorton taking up UEF versus Vortex, going first bomber as Seraphim. Bit of a surprise there. First bomber, not typically the strategy you see on this map, but I guess with lots of very spread out mass ejectors, it might be a good idea. Essen Gorton going to go with a more standard build order. This map has actually a lot of reclaim near your starting position if you look around for it, which is interesting. Either way, after the first bomber, it looks like Vortex will do a very fast hydro after the first bomber. A bit of variation in the first bomber build there. Normally you assist the first bomber to get it out slightly faster. It looks like Vortex will change things up. Gorton going to get his hydro slightly later, with the bomber looking out to the south. Probably will try to pick up that engineer, and Gorton going with a second air at the hydro, giving himself lots and lots of power. Bomber. Oh, it misses the bomb. Successful dodge from Gorton. Bomber coming back home. Another unsuccessful bomb. Anti-air forced out. The bomb does go off and kills an engineer working on a land factory. Looks like it'll get a second kill on nothing. That's a successful dodge from Gorton yet again. Gorton with a factory purely going to grab reclaim, which may be a very successful venture, as there are so many trees and rocks on this map. Gorton with a decent amount of reclaim already. Bomber comes off, hits the power. The bomber will go down, leaving Vortex in a slightly... Well, these players are not kind of even position. Vortex saying, well, that sucked. Didn't kill much at all. Vortex getting out that land spam dangerously quickly. Gorton maybe trying to do a Tech 2 rush again, considering the amount of power he's getting. Actually, lots of land factories. We'll see if he can get his tank numbers out fast enough. Air scout coming in from Gorton. Inti going out. Should be able to find that bomber, which will circle around the bottom of the map. And what maybe the stupidest tank battle ever. Tanks can't seem to hit each other. Oh, but the NG comes in. NG's saving the day there. Saves himself. Saves Vortex's tank. But Gorton just reclaiming all day. Outdoing Vortex by a lot. It's a shame he built so many P-gens. He doesn't need necessarily all those P-gens. He could have gone more heavily into the factories. As Vortex already sporting 5 land factories versus just barely 6 from Gorton. The one is building solely engineers. Gorton's going for a very heavy airplay on this map, but Tex with superior tank numbers. Looking at what Tex is working with, he's already got 14 tanks versus 18 tanks. I guess Gorton's tanks were kind of in with his factories, not the best waypoints. It looks like Vortex will attempt to push out against Gorton's forces here, trying to grab some map control for himself. Nice raids going on south of his base. as Gorton will take this opportunity to do a counter push against Vortex. Listen, Gordon massing inties with a nice power advantage and a bit of a mass advantage. Vortex now will move out with his ACU. Oh no. Might have overextended himself. Tech's building up those tank numbers. And just a lack of radar coverage from Gordon in this area. Perhaps a forward ACU could fix that, as Gordon's ACU is still in the base, working on air factories and the like. Another raid from Vortex through the top of the map. Marvelous. Vortex keeping up with the raiding, doing an excellent job, putting on the pressure. Walk into the middle of the map, establish mexes, get reclaim. But if he goes too far forward for himself, he could get killed by Gordon's own pushes. And Gordon with nice counter raids, going up at the top and the bottom. Going to secure the map control point defenses in the corners. Looking at reclaim Vortex. 2k ahead of SN Gordon. So it looks like Gordon hasn't really been putting many NGs on reclaim duty recently, sending them all out in the field. But multiple bombers out from Gordon. We'll see what he chooses to use them for. A very valuable raider from Vortex should allow him to see everything that's going on, and another counter push from, or counter push, and Vortex will be able to do interesting things. Bombs do come off, weakening Vortex forces before, or Vortex's forces before Gordon arrives. The radar is taken out, and Vortex will lose this map control. But Tech to land from Vortex could easily change things up. This constant raiding from Vortex is putting Gordon in a very bad position in terms of getting a good mass income going. Vortex already with the T2 mechs, but Gordon also with a T2 factory. Might be looking to get some Sparkies as well. And NG up here trying to secure point defense. Isn't going to be allowed to finish that. As more bombs do come off, damaging Vortex's forces slightly, but I don't know if it'll be enough. Gordon does have energy storage, and the point defense just gets completed just in time before the major push into the battle. Hit Hill, says Gordon. I know that's when he meant to type that during a battle. GG. Bolshevik keeps pushing. So many arties from Vortex. Gordon not even bothering to dodge. Just hitting them all to the face. There's a dodge. Step 1 point defense. And that will be the end of Gordon. GG, well played. And Vortex moves on to the finals. As is Gordon moving on to the 3rd place versus 4th place finals. So a nice quick match between these two players. Managed to see T2. But either way, let's move on to the other semifinals match, which will be Chevalier versus Roslow. So thank you for watching and stay tuned.